Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 awkward James Corden moments. For this list, we'll be looking at the times when the Late Late Show host and Gavin and Stacey star has put his foot in it and made things a little bit weird for everyone concerned. What's your favourite awkward Corden moment? Let us know in those comments below. Number 10, getting angry at Ant and Dec's prank. Ant and Dec are no strangers to a good old-fashioned celebrity prank on their Saturday night takeaway show.
My name's James Corden. I do a TV show called The Late Late Show with James Corden.
A what show?
But where most of the stars take the joke in good humour, Corden just can't handle it.
I'm sorry, can you tell me your name again, sir?
James Corden!
He comes dangerously close to pulling the "Do you know who I am" card when held at the car park barrier by an overzealous attendant and loses his rag with a delivery driver who's parked in his spot.
What's the problem?
My space, mate. You're in my spot.
While the prank is designed to test Corden's patience, it's fair to say that his responses are pretty uncalled for, and his reaction to the staff's artificial hurdles aren't exactly the most reasonable.
Sorry. I'm sorry, man.
So late.
Sorry, brother.
In two spots.
Not a good look, James. Number 9, confrontation with Sir Patrick Stewart.
When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets.
You don't want to annoy the iconic actor behind Jean-Luc Picard, as Corden found out while presenting the Glamour Awards in 2010. Stewart calls him out for looking as though he wished he was anywhere else and having his hands in his pockets.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir. You couldn't be more wrong. Oh, genuinely. And if it looked like that, I'm so sorry. But when you come up and present an award, just get on with it. There we go.
Corden takes issue with this, and within seconds, they're trading insults about bellies and dying on stage.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the punchline. Go on. No, seriously, go on.
Okay.
No, go on. You can see my belly, and we can all see you dying right now. Let's go for it.
Neither of the two come out of this spat particularly well, but getting right up in the grill of one of the world's most respected actors was never going to work out well for him. And all this in front of a live audience. It's pretty embarrassing if you ask us.
For the people that haven't seen my belly, is there anyone who hasn't got a... It's just there.
Number 8, Harvey Weinstein jokes. Comedy 101. If nobody laughs at your joke, don't keep telling it.
Right here in LA, it's so beautiful. Harvey Weinstein has already asked tonight up to his hotel to give him a massage.
But when Corden's first quip about the disgraced movie producer is greeted by boos and groans, he doubles down and tells another. And then another.
If you don't like that joke, you should probably leave now.
The crowd at the Amphar Awards are pretty clearly on edge. And with public backlash from celebs such as Rose McGowan and Asia Argento flooding in, Corden's subsequent apology was the least he could have done. His total failure to read the room, as well as his baffling decision to script those jokes in the first place, made this incredibly uncomfortable viewing.
It has been weird this week though, hasn't it? Watching Harvey Weinstein in hot water. Ask any of the women who watched him take a bath. It's weird watching Harvey Weinstein in hot water.
Number 7, disastrous Reddit AMA. Giving your fans a chance to ask you whatever they want is usually a surefire way to win them over. Unfortunately for Corden though, he was only able to answer 5 questions before his AMA rapidly descended into a pile-on, with over 1,000 Redditors flocking to share their negative experiences with the star. From shrugging off fans backstage to being rude to waiters, the onslaught of trolling was not what he had planned for. And we can only imagine his thoughts when it surfaced that he allegedly rallied for lower pay for new writers at the Writers Guild of America. It's probably safe to say he won't be in a hurry to log on to Reddit anytime soon. Number 6, playing Bustopher Jones in Cats.
No commonplace mouses have such well-cut trousers or such an impeccable back. Yeah, you've got it.
Unless you've been stuck under a rock for the last few years, you'll know that Cats is a painfully awkward movie. Corden is by no means the worst thing about this infamous box office bomb, but simply by appearing on screen as terrifying Jellicle cat Bustopher Jones, he's guilty by association.
Who are you?
Absolutely nobody asked to see Corden singing a musical number with CGI fur superimposed onto him. But we got it anyway. He later admitted that he hadn't bothered to even see the film, having heard how terrible it was. And when Justin Bieber asked him to rate his level of regret at being involved, he gave it a solid 4.5 out of 10. Fair enough, James. Fair enough. Number 5. Matthew Horn declines to be interviewed. After meeting on the set of Gavin and Stacey, Horn and Corden became inseparable and went on to star in movies and a sketch show together.
What's the truth? What went wrong between you and Matt?
We never fell out.
But then it all seemed to go south, reaching a peak with his monumentally awkward moments in Corden's episode of Piers Morgan's Life Stories. The look of despair in his eye when Morgan reveals Horn declined to be interviewed for the show is painful to see.
And we asked him to take part in this programme.
Right.
And he chose not to.
I didn't know that.
Corden claims he understands his old friend's decision, but the sadness in his face is undeniable. Thankfully, the two would later make up in time for a Gavin and Stacey reunion, but that doesn't make this clip any less painful to watch.
I can understand why he wouldn't. And I still hope one day we could do something together.
Number 4, Britney Spears carpool karaoke.
I really don't know.
You don't know what it's about?
A pop legend singing her hits in a car with James Corden? What could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out.
If you're wearing like a racy outfit and you're sort of giving
I think they feel like, oh my god.
Not only did fans find the skit a little uncomfortable to watch, but Spears herself called the whole experience awkward too. Corden controlled the whole thing, she claimed, while going on to seemingly forget his name by calling him the guy. Ouch. And she's not the only one to feel this way about the segment, with rock heroes Foo Fighters calling their appearance on the show a little awkward a year later. Sounds like things on carpool karaoke can get a little toxic.
You know, I'm sitting right here.
Number 3, The Last Shadow Puppets interview.
Penultimate band.
The Penultimates.
Whoa. We're getting there, Reg.
Alex Turner and Miles Kane's supergroup made headlines for their eccentric behavior in interviews during 2016, and their appearance on Late Late Show that year proved no exception. Turner and Kane, very possibly under the influence of something or other, babble incoherently about tender briskets and the word octennial while fidgeting wildly and standing uncomfortably close to the host.
When did you decide, and how did you decide to form the band?
We're about 90. It was too soon for the memoirs.
Corden tries to get to their level, but it ends up making him look like that weird kid at school who tries to be mates with the cool kids behind the bike shelter. The band is on another planet, and there's nothing the host can do about it.
We started this show a year ago. In all that time, I've never felt like I'm just more in a pub.
Number 2, interrupting Adele's Brit acceptance speech.
Without a doubt, Adele, 21.
It's pretty standard to expect award winners to deliver an emotional acceptance speech.
Thank you so much.
But Adele was able to say thank you just once before the arrival of host Corden to cut her off. And while not entirely his fault, his awkward grin while the singer flips the bird in disgust doesn't exactly do him any favours.
I'm so sorry. And I can't believe I'm about to cut
me off.
I'm so sorry.
Can I just say then, goodbye, and I'll see you next time round, yeah?
The host later claimed to have been upset about it, but that pales in significance compared to how Adele must have been feeling, ruining what should have been one of the proudest moments of the singer's life. Oof. Sorry, James, that wasn't great. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1, stroking Justin Bieber at the Brits.
Get ready for Bieber fever. Justin Bieber's here, everybody.
We all know where we were when we first heard the Canadian superstar's single Baby for the first time. But if you don't remember seeing this, then consider yourself lucky. Corden asks a 16-year-old Bieber to lean into me and proceeds to compliment his amazing smell and eyes.
Can I say this? Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
The singer doesn't seem especially comfortable with this line of questioning. So, of course, Corden responds by calling him beautiful and then stroking his face.
Look at him. Look at what a beautiful face.
Bieber recoils, and so does everyone at home. Don't behave like this with people, James. Especially not 16-year-olds. And especially not on live TV. That's awkward.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.